everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
And here on the show, we give you an insider's view of the hottest attractions Israel has to offer.
So what are we doing this week?
Well, we have a jam-packed week, Max. We're going all across the country. We've sure been to a lot of farms. Israel has many, many farms.
All kinds. We've been to many different varieties.
I'm surprised that we didn't cover all of them already.
I guess you got a new one lined up for us.
I do. One of the biggest cactus farms in the Middle East. This family even created their own new species of cactus.
Well, you definitely see cactuses all across the country, but I've never seen a whole farm that's devoted to cactuses.
Did you know that you can put cactus in your hummus or in your eggs or in a salad?
No, but that actually sounds pretty cool. We're gonna go check that out?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You can see it all across the Israeli countryside or displayed for sale at produce markets. Israelis go absolutely crazy for this stuff, and it's called sabres. Wow. Max, have you ever seen this much cactus in your life? Here we can see lots of sabres, the fruit that develops from the cactus.
The fruit of the cactus bush is known in Israel as sabres, but you may know it as the prickly pear. And here in Israel, the cactus bush is such a common sight that it's difficult to imagine the local landscape without it.
Are these sabres all ready to pick?
These sabres that we will need to pick in the last summer, but it's going to be a jam and other stuff.
Now, not only is sabres a desert plant, not only does it have many benefits, but the term is also, it refers to Jewish people that are born on the land, right?
Sabres, it means that you're born in Israel.
Where did that come from?
The Israeli one that born over here are very hard outside, but we're very sweet inside. And because of that, they call us tzabar, sabres.
Oh wow, like a typical Israeli.
Yes.
Rough exterior, but soft on the inside.
Yes, but the tzabar is not from here originally. It's from Mexico. It's only 600 years in this area.
Here at the Cactus Farm in Israel's Negev, you'll find cacti spanning 272 acres of desert.
How did you guys manage to become the biggest cactus farm in the Middle East? I mean, obviously it didn't happen overnight.
It's a story that my father had a dream. From childhood, know a little bit about the cactus.
Okay.
And he know that you can eat the fruit, but he think that you can eat also the branch of the cactus.
Now that's something that's not usually eaten, right?
In Mexico, they ate a lot of cactus, a lot of branch of the cactus. And he want to make the cactus better than the Mexican species.
In 1975, Shachar's father, Noam, brought cactus seeds from South America to Israel and started to develop a brand new cactus species, yielding an even sweeter and bigger fruit. So by utilizing either the fruit or the actual cactus branch itself, you can create all sorts of highly nutritious dishes rich in natural antioxidants.
Before we started to eat it in Israel, all the people tell us that this is the food of the camel, because camel can eat it. But if you see, the cactus have a lot of water inside. If you want to eat it, you can eat it like that, fresh. You can cook it. You can make pickles from this. You can make bread from this.
Well, I never tried a cactus before. It is a little bit bitter. Not bad. It's very like
jelly, yeah.
Yes. Has a lot of gooey substance. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I know sabres is sold all over the country, but I probably had one in my entire Israel experience, and it's just complicated to eat. There's a lot of pits inside. Do you spit it out? Do you swallow the pits?
No, you swallow the seeds. The idea that Israeli, that born in Israel, know how to eat the sabres because my father and my mother and the grandmother and grandfather brought it to the house. Open it and to eat with the seeds. The idea that the seeds clean all the stomach, everything. And that's the way to eat the sabres.
This is probably one of the most interesting meals that we're gonna have on the show. Everything here is cactus-based.
Everything with cactus, yes, of course.
Wow, I've never had anything with cactus. So we have salads, we have hummus with cactus, and shakshuka, my favorite.
Of course, and meat with rice, with the cypress, with the cactus.
Wow.
Cactus with olive oil and za'atar.
Look at this color. Wow, it's delicious. Very sweet, not like the sablés that I ate before.
Yes,
it's a little
course.
bitter. So you could pretty much come up with any dish and just include some cactus in it. It could go with sweet dishes, maybe like desserts.
Of course.
And
We make malabi.
it's nice that most of the year people could come to the farm, visit the farm, and still see fruits.
Of course.
You know, they can still pick fruits.
We don't have out of season because even in May and June that we out of season, you have fruit in the field to see, to show to people that come here.
Because of its health benefits and delicious taste, Shachar is confident that cactus will be way more popular in the future. So if you find Israeli sabras fruits at your local market, there's a good chance they came from right here down at the Orly Cactus Farm.
Max, what do you think about the cactus?
I was really amazed, first of all, at how many cactuses they have there, and then also at how successfully you can incorporate cactus into traditional recipes.
I mean, I thought you could only eat the fruits, but the cactus as well, that surprised me.
Yeah, you can really, there's really a versatile dish. Now, you know, cactus is part of the traditional Israeli cuisine, the fruit, but people in Israel love other types of food as well, not just the local stuff.
Yes, of course, we've been to so many different kind of restaurants from all around the world in Tel Aviv. Why don't we head back to Tel Aviv?
Okay.
We'll go to, I know the perfect restaurant to take you. It's called Restaurant Kimono. It's one of the, I think it's the first sushi bar ever in the country.
That sounds really good. You know, restaurants, they got to be really good to stay open that long.
That's true.
Let's check it out.
Let's go.
The blood that is going inside my veins is the Japanese cuisine. The Japanese cuisine is so precise, so elegant, so impressive. You know, you can, like you said before, I can look at the chefs cutting the fish for hours. You will get hypnotized.
Chef Alexander Cohen is the second-generation owner and chef of restaurant Kimono. The restaurant has been serving Israeli customers high-end Japanese dishes for over 2 decades and has earned the reputation of being the leading Japanese restaurant in Israel.
Let's start first with the hand roll. Wait 1 second. Now actually what we're making is the temaki, the hand roll, that many people are a bit, I don't know how to say it, you know, they're not getting taken care of all over the world about the temaki. Temaki should be served straight from the hand of the sushi man while the seaweed is still crispy. You hear it?
There's more fish than anything. Usually you'll in these type of hand rolls, you have a lot of rice.
People put a lot of rice, but here in Kimono, the issue is, as I said, is about the freshness, about the quality of the fish.
Ever since Alexander can remember, he's been surrounded by Japanese culture and cuisine, as his father was extremely passionate about its unique flavors and cooking techniques.
When I saw my father, that he's in person perfectionist, and it fit in very well with this cuisine. They used to call him the crazy Moroccan that want to teach the world about Japanese cuisine.
Do you feel like you're conforming to the Israeli palate?
No, I can say unfortunately not, because I'm happy that we don't do it, because 25 years ago when my father started Kimono, a lot of local people, you know, raised an eyebrow that, what? I'm not going to eat a raw fish. Only people that succeeded to pass this stage was the people that traveled a bit in the world. You can teach people about their original, traditional cuisine. This is the reason my father and us today, we decided is to stay loyal to the traditional cuisine. Kampai.
Come five?
Over here, what we actually have is the jumbo shrimp fried with a wasabi cream sauce.
Wow,
That-
wasabi cream sauce.
Yeah,
That's,
it's one of our
pretty
most.
unique.
It's very unique. It's something that we created 17 years ago.
And it's been a hit ever
yeah.
since. It actually gives you the chance to be able to eat wasabi and taste the flavor without it burning your mouth too much, right? Really good. You taste the wasabi, but very subtly. Surprised what's in here?
Open and find out.
Ooh.
That is the lobster shumayage. That is dumplings. That is the dough is made out of eggs.
I like that it's crunchy.
And the inside.
The inside is really
like
soft and
soft.
warm and nice. Wow. One of the prettiest dishes that I've seen. Really.
You can see also the colors of the fish. So take one small piece.
Dipping it in the, what did you say the sauce
In
is
the
called?
ponzu sauce. That is soy, lemon, radish, ginger, spring onion, and a bit chili.
The pickled wasabi is grown all the way in Japan, especially for yakimono. And the traditional ginger served with most Japanese dishes is prepared here in the restaurant and takes about a week long.
Many people consider Japanese cuisine only as sushi. It's not like that. It's a small part from the whole world of Japanese cuisine. If you'll go into Japan, you'll find tempura restaurant, you'll find ramen restaurant, you'll find yakitori restaurant, sushi bar. So Yakimono, when my father started the business, decided to combine all the restaurants into one place, that each department has their own special chef. I have one chef that is, his job is to make only the hand roll. This is the perfectionism that I'm talking about.
Honestly, I have to say that that was one of the best Japanese restaurants that I've been to in this country.
Yeah, it's really
Really?
cool when you go to a place that will fillet and serve up the whole fish
Wow.
right there.
I could eat that every single day. Well, now that we're full, we could go and do some activities. We want to go for a wine tasting tour?
Yeah, where is that taking place?
Well, in Zikron Yaakov.
Oh, I love Zikron.
Or it's the home of all the wineries. We'll go to one of the biggest in Israel. They produce millions of bottles a year, and it's called Carmel Winery.
Great, let's do it.
Out of all of the beautiful places there is to see in Israel, there's really nothing like Zichron Yaakov. Sitting on the slopes of Mount Carmel in northern Israel, this town offers some of the best views in the country. It's known for its picture-perfect scenery, its booming wine industry, and a growing number of culinary options. This town became a total tourist attraction as it draws people from all over the country. Some people say that Zichron Yaakov is the wine capital of Israel. There are so many well-established wineries open for visitors to tour and taste, and today we're going to take you to one of the oldest wineries in Israel. Today, the entire town is filled with loads of wineries. But the mother of all wineries, the one that has been here from the start, is the historic Carmel Winery. This is one of the biggest aging rooms that I've seen yet in this country. How many barrels are surrounding us right now?
I've lost count, Natalie. There's a lot.
The largest winery in Israel, which today is producing 15 million bottles annually, has received countless awards for the taste and quality of their wine varieties. And the reason why is their use of top-of-the-line ingredients, paired with generations of expertise in winemaking.
And these are the Rolls Royce of barrels. A special type of oak,
Are there any differences between the barrels?
Yeah, well, they're different companies, and the smaller the barrel, the more contact the wood has with the wine. And wineries will buy barrels almost like you order a steak in a restaurant, either heavily toasted, medium toasted, lightly toasted. You can see each barrel even has its own ID. This says ML, which means it had medium to light toast.
So a winemaker has a lot of decisions to make, from the quality of the grapes, the type and size of barrel, and of course, how long the wine remains in the barrel. But they also harness a new method more and more wineries are finding an interest in.
What you're seeing here really is again, the old and the new. Because after they discovered that wine could be stored well in barrels and mature well in barrels, they realized if they used concrete, it also adds properties to the wine.
This was a popular method in the 1920s, but today more wineries are going back to old world methods to enhance the flavor.
Here we have these amazing,
Wow.
what's called foudre in France.
So the biggest barrels I've ever seen.
5,000-liter barrels.
This is filled to the top with
Filled to
wine?
the top, absolutely.
What do these enormous barrels do for the wine? What is the purpose of it?
If the winemaker wants to make a wine which is a little lighter, touches of oak, these are for the more lighter, fruity, fruit-forward wines.
Although today Carmel Winery is very successful with a long and storied history, back in 1882, around the same time the town was established, things weren't off to such an easy start.
It was tough. There was a lot of malaria here, and the first Jewish residents, and they needed help because of the malaria and the lack of ability to finance themselves.
That's when Jewish philanthropist Baron Edmund de Rothschild came in. He saw this town's potential to become a thriving winemaking town. After all, this is the country where ancient winemakers once flourished.
He saw that there was this window of opportunity to make wine for the Christians and Jews from the Holy Land and export it to the United States, to Europe, where Jewish people use wine.
Today, Carmel Winery uses super advanced technology and modern stainless steel vats to control its temperature. But during its early stages, Rothschild faced an issue with the hot Mediterranean sun.
He realized there's no option because of the heat here. He has to spend a lot of money building cellars under the ground.
So we could actually see those cellars that Rothschild built here all those years ago?
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's go, let's do it.
Go. How big is the cellar?
Big. In this complex alone, there's 6 cellars.
On one side of the cellar, you'll find advanced top-of-the-line stainless steel vats, right alongside the concrete ones built in the 1930s.
They weren't very sophisticated back then. Just had a little opening at the top to fill them with wine, a little narrow opening at the bottom to take wine out.
Since the winery is over a century old, it's been through World War I, World War II, so many other battles that happened here in Israel, but it still managed to stay successful each year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We have a lot of special stories here. If you take a look at this wall, what looks like a wall, it was made to look like a wall, but behind that there's another one of these concrete vats. And they specially built a little hideout where they used to hide weapons.
We could go see it? Is it
Why
still-
not? Let's go and see our hideout.
How do we get there? Do we have to climb?
Yeah.
Wow. This is the ultimate hideout.
This
is amazing.
This is an amazing escape tunnel that was used. Obviously it was concealed. If need be, they would run out with the weapons.
And there's wine right under
We're
our
standing
feet?
on a huge vat of wine right now.
There's
And we
time
still
back
have to
then.
be prepared for surprises, but we're a little bit more sophisticated now.
So Rothschild's dream came to life, making significant positive changes to the Israeli countryside and putting Israel on the map in the international winemaking industry.
All right, Max, are you ready for another farm?
Another farm. Well, we just did a farm that was all about cactuses. So what's this farm
This
all
one
about?
is all different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
Oh.
It's actually called the salad trail. You can pick as you eat.
What, the salad trail? That sounds
Yeah,
cool.
It's according to the season, so we're gonna be eating the freshest, most delicious fruits and veggies that we can find.
Wow, let's do it now.
Let's go.
In today's generation, more and more people are taking the initiative in going green. Down south of Israel, in the midst of the desert, a small moshav spreads the ideas of Israel's agricultural developments that are known for cultivating crops that are typically not suited for desert environment.
For those of you who want to be at one with the land, this unique trail allows you to touch, pick, and taste the different vegetables as we learn about the agricultural developments here in Israel.
We picked our way through the fields and greenhouses, tasting various sorts of unique vegetables.
Now, we've all heard of cherry tomatoes, but did you know that it was first cultivated here on the land of Israel? Here on the salad trail, Uri grows many different types of tomatoes. Lollipop tomatoes, chocolate tomatoes, the list goes on. They all have such different tastes. None of the tomatoes taste the same.
I have also very unique tomato. It's called matryoshka tomato. Okay? Because of the shape of the tomato. We have also zebra tomato.
Here we have something a little less edible for me. It's the second hottest pepper in the world, habanero pepper. You could try this if you want, Max.
There are cables attached to the plants to help them grow really tall.
Did anyone know a cucumber was actually a fruit? The way you can tell is if the fruit was actually developed from a flower.
Cucumber start always from a flower. This is a baby cucumber. After 2 days, it reached to this size after 2 days. After 4 days to this size. After 1 week to this size. And after 10 days to this size.
Uri wanted to follow the dream of Israel's first leader, Ben-Gurion, in making the desert into an oasis.
When I arrived here 28 years ago, I didn't find here anything. And all what you see, all this fruit, the strawberry, the tomato, we take Israeli innovation and put it inside the agriculture and can flowering the desert.
Not only a farmer, Uri also used to participate in pigeon racing competitions and even won the championship in Israel.
According to the Jewish tradition, a pigeon also symbol a peace. So I went with you to send this pigeon, and then the peace arrive, and a lot of visitors come to see what is pure Zionism in the desert, in the salad trail. Okay? And you ready?
And go.
Go. Then the peace, you see the peace arrive.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Cruising Israel. We love that you stopped to tune in and watch with us.
And don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.